That was weird. Hi, everybody. Welcome to a rebroadcast of episode... I don't remember the number. Episode 52 of Decisions and Dragons. Unfortunately, due to some technical issues that we had, this is a rebroadcast. We are going to be playing the VOD, what was usable of the VOD, that is. And we did manage to record the second half of the stream. So just letting you guys know, about halfway through tonight's stream, there's going to be a little bit of video and audio choppiness, whatever you want to call it. Just please do me a favor and stick around, because the second half does have some key reveals happening. So thank you guys so much for your patience and enjoy tonight's episode. Future Cujo out.
Hello, Internet.
It's the internet.
Oh, hey there.
Hi.
Didn't see you come in.
Oh my god, Brian. Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Decisions and Dragons. We're quite excited for this one, because we get to come back to our Tel Dore group. When last we left our intrepid heroes, they had departed Westron with the plan of making it to the Feywild, specifically on a rescue mission, as Faraday means to rescue her former mentor from Novus's clutches. They understood that they are to meet somebody in a town just south of Singorn that potentially could transport them through the portal. But on the way there, just outside of the place that I know is Silvercut Crossroads, they encountered a strange sight. An animated skeleton that did not seem to have the monstrous ill will of the monsters and undead creatures that the party has fought in the past. This one seemed intelligent, unable to communicate, but friendly. And along with it came a small rat with which Cedo had drafted or allowed into the new cult of Cedo. This rat, by the way, is named Gus Gus because fuck it, I don't care. It's a tubby rat. It fits. Through some charades-ish, and through some speak with animals, the party learned that this skeleton was one of many. But other skeletons seemingly were not of the nice variety, and all had been moving towards the Silvercut Crossroads, which is the essentially way station between Kymel and Westron. They also heard of a strange, large, skeletal, scorpion-like creature that was also among their number. The party decided to bring the skeleton with them. I won't lie, as a wonderful DM who does this all the time, I can't remember the name I gave the skeletons, so I'm just going to call them Bones.
I think that is the name you gave them.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out his real name.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we tried. It did not. We failed.
And with that, the party continued forward on their adventure. So, for the sake of the narrative, you all continue your travel. It only takes you, honestly, about, from where you guys were, about a day's worth of travel. Are there any conversations you guys wish to have in this time? Anything you guys wish to do before you arrive at the crossroads?
In terms of actually time, how long from Westrun to where we were, like last week, basically?
Let me see.
I guess how long have we been traveling since we left Westrun? Because that is important for Faraday's
That is very important.
Mm-hmm.
timeline.
I'm gonna say about a week.
Okay.
I'll say 7 days.
That sounds wonderful. Okay. 9, 7 is 16. Okay.
Actually, you had your carriage. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna say 4 days, since it's a fully equipped carriage, fancy magical thing. It shaves off some of the travel time.
And just for clarification, Gus now worships Bungie.
Oh, that's right, Bungie, the cult of Bungie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the ever so prolific Halo symbol that Bungie
Yeah.
presents.
Yeah, there's just people chanting. Oh. Oh.
If we look behind the carriage, is there like a whole queue of animals just following now?
Yes, they're all squeaking or chanting that same Halo theme. It's strange how fast that caught on. But is there anything you guys wish to do before arriving at the crossroads?
No,
I
sir.
don't believe
Not really.
so.
Okay.
Nothing in particular.
Alrighty. Well, with that in mind, I'll illustrate the scene forward. First off, Bones and Gus Gus are sweet. They try their best to not intrude or get in the way, almost to a fault in Bones' case, preferring to stay as just a bundle in one of your packs, just so you're completely out of the way. Available for any entertainment or questions if they come up, but is trying their very best to not get in the way.
I'd like to claim him. Not, I'd like to claim Bones. He's very sweet.
With the 17 Constitution, has Thurston gotten over his wariness of there being a rat in his carriage?
Skeleton,
The skeleton
totally
fine.
cool.
Totally cool.
We draw lines at rat.
I'd say with
carry
a
diseases.
17.
It's spiciest.
With a 17, Jesus Christ, I love you guys. With a 17, I'll say that that's enough to kind of come to terms with there being a rat. Especially considering that one of your party can easily communicate with them, so you have a means of telling them to not, shit on the floor or crawl into the food or anything like that.
Okay.
Did you want to roleplay that?
That's entirely
Did
up to you
Thurston
guys.
did Thurston make Cito read the rules to him?
Yes. And he also had to get Thurston before he allowed Gus Gus in. He grabbed a water skin and a bar of soap and just kind of gave him a little bit of a rub down because you don't know.
Does he have a little spot? Did we create a little spot for him to have in the carriage so that he can stay in his own bed?
Sure, there's
God.
something, a cushion. He can
Yeah,
have a
like-
cushion.
I thought it was he was staying in the rib cage, but we did break him down, right? Didn't
Mhm.
He
Bones
kind
break down?
of
Bones,
disassembled
yeah.
himself so that he was packable.
Mhm.
So
Couple-
yeah.
Bones has made it a point to be as small as possible. So
Yeah, he's
within the rib cage is typically Gus Gus's home. But if you guys do bring him out, then he will be nice and passive. Doesn't cause too much trouble. But
Minimal pearl clutching Thurston.
Jericho has been more quiet since leaving after meeting Bones.
Roll an insight check.
Roll an insight check. Go for it.
Are you and Jericho were riding up front, correct?
Yeah, at least for the rest of the day.
Because I think were you driving?
I was driving.
Okay, that's what I thought.
10.
Yeah, he's not too difficult to read, given that you guys have spent a lot of time together. He's definitely put off by the situation with the skeleton. It could be maybe the circles that he kind of came into his Blood Hunter order with were very binary with what was or wasn't a monster to be dealt with. But he's trying to let it roll off of his back, but you can tell he's still struggling.
Faraday will just kind of try to distract him as much as possible, talking, and as much as we can be out, shut up, all of you with your fucking finger quotes.
Eyebrow raises.
Faraday's driving, isn't she?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yes, she is.
Not the whole time. Not a stick shift Faraday.
No, fuck stick shift, by the way. That's
Or
right.
is
Hot
it?
take. Stick shift cars are rough. Anyway, moving on.
Joe, I don't think you get the reference.
No, I don't know.
I don't think you would be
Oh,
saying that.
Yeah,
it was a dick joke.
It was
Yeah.
a penis joke.
it was.
It was a penis joke.
Oh,
Thank you.
boner joke.
Bean joke.
Because we are all mature adults here.
Yes.
Well, adults.
Yeah, we classify, at least to the government, as adults.
Yeah.
I pay my
Legally
I would say I pay
adults.
taxes as an
I was
adult.
gonna say, shoot.
Who was smart enough to let us pay our taxes and vote?
Yeah. I don't know. The DA's office told me I was an adult, so I trust them.
Faraday, go ahead and make me just a blanket persuasion check. I'll say with advantage.
I was gonna say like
On account of you letting
zero
him see your
charisma.
boobs on the reg.
All right. 13.
13.
Not great at it. Some
He-
girl's got a +0 charisma. Like she's not great
Yeah.
at it. This is Dermot's like route.
Yeah.
She's trying. She's also distracted. Like she has other things on her mind too. So like she's
Yeah.
trying, but it's not.
Jericho understands that and does warm up a little bit. He's still a little off, but he kind of comes out of it, if only for a little while. Realizing the situation, he just calms down. So, we'll say about midday, pushing towards evening the next day. You come to a little bit of an uphill incline. And at the top, you can see the tree. There's not as much tree cover. There's still some vegetation and some small hills and whatnot around you with bushes and shrubs and all that stuff. And there's a tree from time to time, but it's not a thick forest anymore. You're sort of now in plains. And as you are approaching in the carriage, you can hear the distant sounds of combat and the sounds of raised voices. Everybody, well, who would, so Faraday, I'll say, would you be driving on this last day or would it switch out to someone else?
I guess if Cad would want to, I imagine she and I would be switching out more than anybody else.
Also,
Okay.
Kat would probably get real annoyed if you kept kicking her out of the front seat for Jericho.
But to be honest, she's probably sitting on the roof if she's not.
Right,
Okay.
I was gonna say, I think if they've switched off, Kat would be driving.
Okay. I'll say, since Faraday would be on the roof anyway, two of you make me a perception check. Is anybody else riding in the front alongside Cat?
I actually spend most of my time on the roof playing.
Nobody
Okay.
sits
I don't
in
know
this
if
fucking
that-
thing.
I do.
Is our
Yeah,
riding
Kirsten
up
does.
front
I was
still?
gonna say.
Would you have come up front? Probably not. I think she's trying to figure out a method of flashcards to try and communicate with Skeleton.
Okay.
She's working out. She's inside trying to work out, like, pictographs.
Amazing.
Cedo would be since the mention of a bed was brought up. Cedo made Gus a flower bed, like literal. Just
Aww.
he blossomed a bunch of flowers and made them into a little bed for him.
Oh, that's sweet.
Amazing.
Gus is 100% laying on his back like, this is the life.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was from New Jersey.
Yeah.
New
Yeah.
Jersey.
Sam,
Jersey
please
Gus
mark
Gus.
down $1 for the kids because I rolled a natural 1.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
a total of 10.
Awesome. Faraday and Dermot, let me know what you get.
And I'm sorry, what kind of check is this?
Perception.
Perception.
17.
I don't know why I'm rolling 2 dice. I don't have advantage.
Jesus. What? sir?
Perception is a 17.
Okay. With a pair of 17s, you can see dashing through the foliage. Dashing through the foliage, just at the top of this little incline, you can see a couple other skeletons that seem to be sprinting towards the crossroads. What do you guys do?
Do they appear to be? So we are approaching the crossroads, and the skeletons that we see are also approaching the crossroads from a different direction.
Yes.
So they're not running at us.
No, they're running at the way station.
Okay. I point that out to anybody else that's outside, either driving or otherwise on the roof, and just say, "You see that over there? That doesn't look good."
And Cad didn't see shit, so she's just like, see what? Oh. And then it slows down.
So the carriage slows to a stop. All those inside feel
Might stick our
the
head out
weight
the window.
shift.
Problems?
I think we found our quarry.
It
What
would
do you
appear
guys do?
so.
What's the plan?
From here, can we hear? Can we hear?
I'll say at this point, the Dermot and Faraday rolled high enough that they can sort of key you guys into the sounds of combat in the distance and sort of point out where they saw the skeletons running towards your destination.
And how far away are these skeletons from us at this point?
At this point, they're about 100, 120 feet off.
Okay.
But they are like dead sprinting towards the way station.
And we can't see beyond them. We're just like it's the way
given the
station's so low
incline,
bar.
you can see some of the like wooden walls sort of peeking up over some of the like brush and whatnot. But because you're on an incline, you can't see a whole lot of it, but you definitely hear sounds of combat coming from that direction.
So are the skeletons there and we can hear screaming, or they haven't gotten there quite yet and we can see they're clearly aiming towards like an ambush type situation?
They haven't gotten there yet. They are in a dead sprint to join whatever conflict is taking place.
Okay.
Can I send up Stella?
Sure.
For a look-see, if we need to get a little closer so that I can remain in contact with her.
Sure. I will tell you
I'll
that
kind of send my vision into her.
I will tell you that this entire trip, since you picked up Gus Gus and Bones, Stella has been staring daggers at Gus Gus the entire time.
It's like she every day she gets reassured, like, don't worry, not being replaced. It's a rat. It's Cedo. He's Cedo's.
I think it's more like she's like, when are you going to be dinner?
No, no. That was the initial, like, just how Gus Gus got the rules of the carriage. Stella had got the conversation that we don't eat this rat specifically. Other rats, yes. This rat, no. Not yet, at least. But yes, I will her up and go in. I will send my vision into her.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception check through Stella.
Oh God, where is
I just say, making the observation that I don't hear any like alarm bells or anything. I just say we should get up there. If there's anybody there, they might not know that they're already under attack. And I will be back in just a moment.
Okay. What did you get, Arithia?
Natural 20 for 23.
Natural 20. Okay. Well, with a natural 20, I'm just going to go ahead and reveal the game board because fuck it.
And another $1 for the kids.
Guys, there's this really weird grid out here. Like, I don't know.
There's these giant pieces of strange shaped pieces of plastic. I don't get it.
Guys, this is really strange. I feel like we went through a portal or something.
So ignore where the rest of your party is. You guys aren't there yet. But you, with a natural 20 and with Stella's perception, you get this lay of the land.
There we go. Okay. We're coming over the rise and...
So you see, through Stella's eyes, several skeletons, each wearing different pieces of armor and using different equipment, assaulting or beginning an assault on the entrance into the crossroads itself. You can see that the large wooden doors are holding closed. You see some makeshift palisades have been put up. I will also say that littered all across the ground are other bones and signs of violence. You see some blood spatters. You see just everything in this area has been visually disturbed by what's been going on.
Okay. So it looks like conflict has been occurring here for at least probably several days prior. This is an ongoing thing.
Yes, you can see that there is definite evidence that this is not the first time that something like this has happened.
Okay. Yes, I will kind of relay as I fly over, and I'll have Stella do just do a circle to get the lay of the land and just relay it back to the party what I see, and that way they also know what might impact our approach, as in like palisades, get things like that. And I guess I'll give a rough count of the skeletons. I don't know if I'd be able to get a full numbers, but maybe like a dozen or so that
Yeah,
I
you
could
can
see.
count with a rough count about a dozen.
Yeah, so I'll relay back that about a dozen skeletons currently assaulting the town, and potentially others either unseen, hidden, possibly running toward it. And it looks like this is something that at least they've been dealing with for a couple days based on what's left on the ground. But the town looks to be holding right now.
Should we put the carriage in stealth mode?
I would
Good
say
idea.
probably. I don't know if we're going to be able to navigate it all the way down there. They have palisades up already, and I think the navigation will get very difficult the closer we get, but probably best not to draw attention to ourselves before we have to.
Was the button, Cujo, that Gilmore put, was it on the side or was it in like the front, like driver's area?
I think I initially said that it was on the side, but
I just don't remember genuinely.
I think it was on the side next to the door.
I thought it was
into
like
the carriage.
next to like the passenger door.
Yeah, if you yell back to Thurston, he'll just like reach his arm out the window and smack it.
Thurston, stealth mode.
He's still reading his like dossier, and he's like, "Oh, sure, bam."
And so like he hears this like, okay, this is happening, and he like takes his paperwork and he closes it up and he puts it in his bag. He's gonna reach a hand back and hit the stealth mode button, and then after that, he's going to cast aid on Faraday, Had, and Mako because he knows what's about to happen.
You mean Jericho?
Sorry.
Mako is not with you.
Has Mako joined us?
Or is he? Or is he?
Is Faraday
I don't
actually
know.
sleeping with Mako?
Stop it! No.
Oh, bad.
But yeah, sorry.
Give you both
There we
bad
go.
feelings.
Jericho's like, who the fuck is Mako?
It's her ex. We don't need to talk about him.
Oh, Jimmy kick his ass?
I don't think you could.
Hey, her ex, get out of here.
Ow. And he just steps out of the carriage.
And I'm sorry, what time of you said the time of day and I don't remember.
It is approaching evening, so the sun is in the sky, but not for much longer. You guys have maybe an hour or two before sunset.
We're
Or
really
before
good
the
at
sun
this
goes
thing,
down,
guys.
I should say.
Just have to know how many spell slots of mage armor I've cast for the day. That's all.
That's a good point, actually. So
You know,
are
if you
on
guys
one
make
or
a
two?
warlock pact, you can
I
get,
put
like,
it at
perpetual
2
mage
because I
armor.
assume he woke up and cast it after lunch, and then he's gonna cast it before bed.
Yeah,
24 hour.
The 24-hour mage
constant.
armor.
Yeah.
I feel like there's
One
like
of
a
these
little
one of
bell.
these times I'm gonna be like, there's a hail of arrows flying towards you, and Thurston, your mage armor just wore off.
Good. Good.
No, that'd be shitty.
Or if you start some shit while he's at home, like
Yeah.
he doesn't cast it when he's in Western.
Yeah. But you're
Don't
at home.
worry.
I mean, like,
I've had that thought.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that percentage die you rolled once upon a time?
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Speaking of, let me mark off another mage armor, and yeah,
Pick out Gladius and the old
Yeah.
Chaos Blade.
Ha-ha!
yes.
I feel like it's been quite a long time since we've seen each other for some reason. I know only a few days have passed, but I'm quite excited for the thrill of battle.
It has indeed, my friend.
Mhm.
Yeah, there was a
Shall we,
reason I had D8s out.
So are we going to?
What's the plan?
Yeah, if we
Yeah.
stop and camouflage the carriage, Dermot immediately jumps off and starts making his way stealthily
Yeah.
towards the battle.
Okay. Is everybody else stealthing as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
I will
going
say-
I
to
say I
throw up.
am.
I'm gonna throw up. Actually,
Oh.
I guess once we get closer, I'm gonna throw up mirror image on
Okay.
myself.
I thought you were just gonna stop at throw up there for a second. I'm like,
I am going
I'm
to.
just gonna throw
all
it
right.
up.
To be fair,
Like-
the
like,
closer
is this a
we get
character-
to this this battlefield, that may actually happen.
I mean,
Uh,
I was like, is that like a, you know how Cedo does like the fun, like, oh, here's flowers. It's like that's your thing, just puking.
I will say, as you guys start slowly moving up the hill, Arthea, you feel disturbance in your bag as climbing out piece by piece, bones sort of flops out and reconstructs, looks around, and then takes off his arm and holds it up.
Okay.
You're
Maybe
rolling stealth because I rolled a
Try it.
28.
Jesus.
try and just make sure you stay behind us and don't get hurt.
You hear the rattling of his jawbone as he viciously nods.
Is there anything we should know? Anything important that we should know about these guys aside from that they're scary and there's a lot of them?
You know, he takes the hand that's holding the arm, puts it down, so the hand at the end does this.
Are they the kind of people who, and she'll kind of mime using a sword, using magic hands,
Yeah.
using a bow, like
He attaches his arm, and he does a martial arts pose.
okay, people who punch.
He does a archery,
Okay, people who shoot at us. Wonderful. That's always like love.
and then he takes his arm off again, but two hands, and like swings wildly.
Okay, so we have people who stab, people who shoot, and people who punch you.
And
Sounds
then
like,
reconnects, and then does magic hands.
and somebody who's doing. I'm assuming the person who potentially is controlling them.
He just sort of shrugs. He yeah, that's kind of the most he can communicate
That's
at this
fair.
point.
Hey, I mean, you know what? We're working on a system, but for now, that is good to know. So yeah, I guess to keep in mind that if they have people who can shoot, that we're gonna want to stay undercover as much as possible as we approach.
I'm gonna enact a Crimson Right. Yeah.
Jericho is as well.
Now I fucking roll max damage. Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Why do I play this class? It's so stupid. So dumb. And I'm gonna
Fine.
go. Shit, fuck, damn. Lightning damage.
That's perfect. As you do that, Jericho's like, okay, good. And then drags the end of his scimitar, and you see just frost coat the edge of the blade.
Perfect.
Also, before leaving, after doing that and kind of grimacing at the feeling of the blade slicing through his skin, He is then going to consume one of his mutagens, which is a bit of a disgusting sight. He is going... Yeah, he'll do that. He takes one of the bottles that he has on his little bandolier. You see it's got this, like, thick, viscous, bluish liquid. He undoes the cork and kind of... and, like, shovels it down his gullet. And after a couple seconds of him just making a face like he's about to spit it right out, he finally swallows, and you see his eyes flash, and they kind of glow a slight blue. Okay, ready to go.
Ed just kind of twirls Gladius around in a fancy-like fashion. She's like, "You ready, bud?"
Aw.
I was born ready.
And then she just looks at Jericho and goes, "Me too."
All right, so Cadriel got 1,000,000 for her stealth check. What did everybody else get?
Should
A
roll
lot less than that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
then.
9.
9.
17.
Okay.
15.
Okay. Cedo.
4.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, thank God I'm not the lowest.
Aw.
I got an 8.
Bones got a 21.
How? He's walking skeleton. Like, ow.
Like-
You just
Clink,
see,
clink.
before
He's
you
at-
leave, he takes a bunch of dirt and leaves and grass and shoves them where the joints rattle together, and then, like, tippy toes.
Arthea just looks
So he
So he
impressed.
sounds like a muffled xylophone. walking
Yeah, pretty
around.
much.
I see.
He sounds like a xylophone if you put a blanket over it.
I'm impressed.
I will say, let's see. You can go ahead and mark another $1 for the extra life donation. I just rolled a couple perception checks for the enemies around, and to my disbelief, they have no idea any of you exist.
They're not one of the
Um,
pile. Guys, I'm gonna be fucking.
So I'll say you guys do make it to exactly where you guys are at on the map, without any sort of acknowledgement from the skeletons. All of you can see that, matching what Bones was saying, a lot of these skeletons are sporting long wooden bows. You see some of them have a strange gnarled staff that are covered in dark purple robes. You see some of them sporting what look like old, beaten up, rough iron pieces of armor with large helmets on their head, wielding a great axe, but in a strange, like, downward position, so they're swinging up. I'll say, in the time that you guys were sort of preparing, some of them will have advanced a little bit. Do that. Do that. Move you over here. The archers and the casters are going to stay back for now. Yeah, we'll say right about there. You can see as they approach, the ones with the large axes are lifting in a means of trying to destroy that front gate. You can hear the shouts of voices from inside the fort. People shouting orders. You know, they're trying to break through, brace for impact. And you can see that some of the skinnier ones mean to start climbing up the wooden walls. So that is the scene that is before you. What do you guys do?
I'm casting greater invisibility on myself.
There you go.
I would like to. Oh, Cujo does have pings.
There we go.
I would like to move up onto this higher ground.
Up here.
First do invisible somehow on Arthea, but I can't find it, so you get a snowflake.
That's fair.
I suppose I can unpause so you guys can move around as you will. Dermot, where were you moving to?
I am moving. After I do my little friggin' dance, I'm gonna move like right here, trying to conceal myself a little bit behind this tree.
Okay.
But just trying to. This seems to be a defensible position, some high ground that I can take advantage of.
Absolutely. That hill that you're on is about 5 feet up, so it's enough to give you a little bit of an advantage on those
Okay.
on lower ground. So you're good.
Yeah. I think I will probably take off after Dermot, knowing that I'm gonna need to be able to see where I'm throwing stuff.
Okay.
So I
Sounds good.
will, but I'll stay a little ways off and sort of that, and then in these bush areas.
Sounds good. Jericho is going to follow Faraday and Cadriel, given that they're most likely going to be the melee force. So he's going to kind of hug that little hill next to the both of you. Cedo and Thurston, where are you guys going? Are you guys moving?
Thurston's just moving up a little bit. He's kind of gonna try to hide behind this thing right here and just
Sounds
peek
good.
his head out when he needs to.
Okay. Cedo, what about you? Oh, you are muted, sir.
Oh God. So this is a wall right here, correct?
Yes, the walls are about 10, 12 feet high.
Okay.
Well, actually, more like 15, now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay. I will. I think I'll just come on up over here for
Okay.
right now.
Bones is going to stick with Thurston, and as he moves into position, he sort of huddles low to the ground, and Thurston, much to your chagrin, you can see in his ribcage, Gus has joined the battle.
Great, awesome, cool.
All right. So, do you guys allow a little bit more time to pass, or what's the plan? Are you guys going to try and launch an attack?
I am going to I am actually going to, once I'm in position, I am going to send Tick over to Faraday and have Tick try to I'm trying to get Faraday's attention with Tick so that she and I can coordinate.
There's Tick. Give me a second. I may have forgotten about Tick.
That
How could you?
other token that I sent you, I'm gonna need that as well.
Okay. All right, let me do. Can you ping where you want Tick to go again?
Just like right next to Faraday.
Okay.
Just like right here or whatever.
Okay. All right, it's probably going to take up a full medium space, but we'll do that for now. And then we'll do that. I'm then going to make it permissions. Justin, owner, done. Okay. So it is now in your control. There you go.
Control.
All right, sweet. So Tick positions themselves.
Yeah, so Tick just kind of like does a lap around your head, Faraday, and then just like takes does a 5-foot movement in my direction, where you see me waving at you and give you like a countdown, like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right. So after it gets to 1, I'll say, since that's about a round's worth, we'll say, just do a little bit more movement from these guys. Again, these things not having noticed you. There. Keep you there. Ignore this door. For some reason, it randomly decided to populate when I was exporting the map. That's not actually there.
Wait, what's not actually there?
This over here.
Oh,
It
that's
looked
just
like
open
a-
space.
It's open
Just a
space.
broken bit of wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Something
looked like
broke.
something broke.
Do that. Okay. So I'm moving forward a little bit more. Okay. At this point, I'm just going to do a thing here. As you are getting ready to launch your attack, the two warrior skeletons with the large axes do lay in a little bit of damage to the door. So it's 12 points of damage to the large wooden door. Very clearly not enough to cause any major damage, but you can see that this door, similar to the area around, has been damaged previously. So, all right, go time.
Go time.
All right. This is going to count as a surprise round for you guys, so you guys will be able to act prior to everything else, but I will need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, God. Uh-oh.
We have
17 for me.
Don't roll the infant.
Yeah, just let me know what you guys get, and then I will...
17, my
12.
dear.
I got 12.
Okay.
Cujo, do you want me to re-roll initiative?
What
What
did
do you
you...
I didn't know how soon we were going to be rolling initiative, so I had sent you one a few minutes ago.
Yeah, if you could just re-roll.
That's fine.
So Kat got 17. Cito, what did you get?
12er.
12?
Mhm.
What is your dex? And Thurston, what is your dex?
Thurston's dex is a 12, so we got a +1.
15.
All right. Perfect. I got to roll for Jericho and for Bones. That's a D12.
And for Mako.
Stop it.
Fuck. With that mutagen, Jericho outdid himself with his initiative.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
A very good thing.
Oh.
His dex went up by 3.
Oh shit.
Fucking Jericho. Cat's gonna be annoyed.
It's gonna be real
Faraday.
annoying with mine.
Only
20
in the hyper competitive set.
21.
Fucking Faraday.
It's fine. This actually tracks for what I want you to do, so
I mean,
Alright,
I'm
so
usually the caboose, so.
yeah, you know.
Me?
Mhm.
25.
Oh shit!
Gina.
Damn.
My,
Yeah, I have
my
initiative
God.
again. I have a positive number again on this, guys.
I'm so happy to have
Crazy
stuff.
feeling, isn't it?
I know. I was like, oh, that's right. This is the one that I get that instead of my +0. And my disadvantage on stealth. All right.
Cujo, I got a 17, and I likely move after Cad.
Probably.
Add you to the initiative. There we go. Termac got a 17. Yeah, it automatically placed you, which is good.
It's like, LOL, no.
Okay. And Bones got. That's another $1 for extra life.
For which side?
For raising. Well, no. Well, natural 1.
Good, because if the skeleton had had a higher initiative than me, like, I would have been really pissed. I'd have been like, fine, you do it then. I'm just gonna go back to the carriage.
All right.
I'm just gonna go back and
So-
sit in the air conditioning.
Surprise round has started. First up is Jericho. He's going to move, I'll say 5, 10 for difficult terrain. 15, 20, 25. And he's going to make some strikes on this Skelly. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just picturing Skelly from Hades.
Alright. So he's going to attack with his scimitar. And he gets to it. So 19 is going to hit. And a 12 is not going to hit. He does 11 points of damage to this first skeleton. And bonus action. Let me see how far. Damn. All right. He's going to. Oh shit! I forgot about his extra. That's 6 points of cold damage. That's all he's going to be able to do right now. He doesn't have any other enemies within the range to do more shit. With that in mind, we move to Arthea, who is invisible.
Yes. Yeah, you're gonna just see a small little glowing moat sail forward to right about here.
Not
Can I make the
measuring.
ping? And I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. It's 20
Fourth
foot,
Yeah,
level.
you
right?
are.
Yeah, 20-foot radius, which should get this entire group.
You don't got a
Perfect.
cleric, you gotta have somebody who casts fireball.
Fuck
All right.
yeah.
So that's Dex for. I'm making a ruling here, if only based on how the circle is showing up. This caster back here and the archer up here are going to be caught in it because I decided so.
Because
And I
said
can also shift it up slightly. I'm not
That
sure
would-
if that
yeah.
that might actually do it. If it's like one square up, it's hard to
That
kind of
yeah,
gauge.
it's same idea.
Same
So
idea,
I'll say all of them are going to do it.
Yeah, I think it should be those 5, and they all need to make a dex save of 18.
All right.
Oh, wow.
So we'll go with the caster on the left. Caster is the one with the pink and purple energy in his
Glowy
hand.
thing.
That is a 5, so no. Go with the caster in the middle. That is an 18.
So that beats the DC.
And that'll beat the DC. We'll go with the archer up top. That is a 3. And we'll go with the 2 other skeletons on the right. We've got a 10. That'll be the one on top. And another 10. So all but this caster in the middle failed the saving throw. So let me know what your total damage is.
So many dice.
18, 24, 27, 30. Total damage is 39.
Okay. So that caster drops. This archer drops. Yeah, even this caster would drop. These guys all drop
He's
and are incinerated as there is a explosion coming
Doesn't
from
the guy
that
that
spot
made
on
it
the
only
map.
take half damage though?
39 divided by 2, was that
19?
19? Oh, okay, so he has 1 hit point. He's still up, but barely. And the other skeletons just totally scatter across the ground as the explosion just tears them asunder. Well fucking done.
Just crouching behind my bush.
Oop, not what I wanted.
Actually, no. You know what? Now that I've freaking cast, I think I'm gonna move at least a little bit,
Okay.
assuming that somebody probably at least saw where the hell that came from.
You're not quite sure, but yeah, you can definitely move into.
I'll kind of just
into
move. I'm gonna
your-
just move myself a little bit back a
Okay.
bit, so I can at least still have a little bit of sight into this area up there.
Okay. Sounds
Alright.
good.
And,
Thurston,
no bonus action.
after you see this explosion before you, you see some movement through the brush, but you do not see Arathea. You just hear bushes and branches being pushed out of the way.
There's a swear as like one slaps her in the face.
He gets the idea of what's happening. He's like, yep, I know. I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Faraday, it is your turn.
Alright. She's gonna move 5, 10. 25, 30. And, okay. It's short. So she'll attack the guy that Jericho attacked.
Okay. Go ahead and make me some attacks.
First I'm gonna hex him.
Okay.
Bonus action. And then first attack. Because I can't quite flank, so... 25 to hit.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that will absolutely hit.
Does resistances matter?
Nope.
7. It's 13 points of damage.
Solid.
Second
He's
attack.
still up, but looking like shit.
Is an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
9. 15 points of damage.
You strike twice with your whip, and with the second whip crack, you see the skeleton crumble to the ground and discorporate.
Phenomenal. That's my turn.
All right. Since it's a surprise round, the enemies do not get to act. Cad, it is your turn.
Okay, so with my movement and dash, I should be able to get over to this motherfucker.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna take a swing at him because
Go for it.
reasons.
Yep.
Because that's what we're here for.
That is what we
Yeah, that
That's what
definitely
we do.
doesn't hit.
What'd you get?
This is not doing my. This dice is not being my friend today. It was a 10. Doesn't hit.
And yeah, unfortunately, you surge forward with Gladius and stab forward, but it tings off of the rough iron armor.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Dermot.
Cool. As my action, I am going to take my tinkerer's tools out of my bag, and I am going to start playing We Will Rock You by Queen on the ground, as in this space, an eldritch cannon appears.
Oh, that doesn't look quite as large. Is it a medium size?
It is small size.
Smalls? Oh, okay. So that'll work for now. Let me
Yeah.
set the permissions. Bam. Done.
Okay. I'm gonna target this guy at the door. I think.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm gonna target this guy over here because he's only got like 1 hit point.
Okay.
looking rough.
Yeah, he looks like shit.
I am going to use the cannon as my bonus action
Awesome.
to make an attack. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 will hit, yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
You don't need to tell me damage. He scatters across the ground.
I think that's 10 damage.
10 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, the arcane cannon fires pure energy out, and you just see like a Jenga tower that a baseball bat gets taken to, just bits and bones fly across the scene before you.
Amazing.
Excellent. I continue playing using my Tinkerer's tools
I love it.
as
good.
an impromptu drum kit, and I start like stamping my hoof on the base of the tree.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right. Up next, we got Cedo.
Okay, so what?
Welcome up.
I all right. So I am gonna start. So is that skeleton by Jericho and Faraday? Is that one still up?
No, that one is dead.
Okay,
Let me
cool.
Put the marker. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. I just want to make sure I'm going in the right direction here.
Tick just perches on the barricade.
Okay.
It doesn't take, only takes a dodge action.
Got it.
Okay. I will move up to here.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Let me see where. Hey, sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing the squares here.
I can probably fix that.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna double move over here.
Does that help a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Not a problem. All right, so you're using your action to dash?
Yep.
Okay. Any bonus action? Anything else on your turn?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Sound good. All right, Thurston, it's your turn.
Okay. Is the area between the, like, whatever we're going to call that raised ground and the barricade difficult terrain? Like, to just get past
to
that
move through,
bush?
I'll say yeah. To move through the bushes, it would be difficult terrain.
All right. I think that changes my math, but let's try it. Oh, no. What am I doing? Okay. So that would be 4, 10. Does it still work from here? Oop, too far, too far. Yeah, that still works. Everything's fine. So many arrows. So he's gonna go there, and
Okay.
he is going to cast Woodagast Web of Fire, and he's going to target one. Oh no, he's too far. One. No, he's too far. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you son of a bitch, you are one too far away. I miscounted earlier. Wait, let me make sure he can't move 5 more feet.
You're good.
He was here. So this would be 10. No. That's as far as he can go. That's okay. He'll hit the few that he can. So it should...
boom, boom, and boom. These three, the 3 warriors.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, because this guy... Fuck you guys right on the edge. Fuck you.
Is that what we hear?
Yes.
Under his breath.
Like, oh, I did my math wrong. No, actually, you hear us. Like, he also got smacked in the face by the bush, which is why I couldn't go as far. Oh, stupid bush.
Well, all 3 of them rolled single digits.
For their deck save?
Oh, yep.
Cool.
Do I need to make that save too, since I'm right in that?
No,
It
it's
is
targeted.
targeted.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
just making sure.
Also, Sam,
Yes.
mark another natural fucking 1.
Jeez.
Don't worry, I will help
the
with
children.
this.
I'm happy to contribute to
Yes,
this
we will
pool. You guys
contribute
are
as
good.
well.
I
These are
mean,
good.
there's
It
also
goes
the
for a good
fact that
cause.
it's also just going to come back and bite us when he suddenly starts rolling crits, like,
It's true.
just in a
Jeez, it would
row.
help if I didn't
Don't
roll
worry.
all
I
terrible.
have plans.
Oh, wonderful. I like plans.
Don't worry, we're gonna fuck them up.
27 points of damage.
Whoa!
Nice.
Love you.
Sorry, Court. That fucking voice you just did. God damn it. All right, 27. You said.
Yes.
Okay.
You know I love you.
I love you too. All right. All right. So, Thurston speaks an incantation and shoots their hand forward, and along the ground, snaking across, almost like there are fuses. You see sparks approach, and Cad, right in front of you, a pillar of fire erupts underneath the skeleton before you, and then dies down as it does with the other two, and you see that they're still up, but they look like shit. They are completely charred and look terrible.
Kat just holds a hand up in the air with her like thumb up, like
Yeah.
nice one.
And now Thurston is realizing he is very much out in the open.
Yep.
Oh god.
Yep.
All right, up next is Bones.
It's cold out here.
Bones
Bones.
is going to move. You know what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to double move. So 40, 45, 50, 60. So that's going to be his action, but he gets into place and he's just like,
Aw.
at the top of the round, it is Jericho's turn. Jericho is going to continue the momentum. That's 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. There's no way for him to... He's going to double move. So another 5, 10, 15, 20, just to get behind that one. Up next is Arathea.
Okay. This is more of an above board question or above table question.
What you got?
Do we think that we have worked together enough to where we would be able to, I guess, read certain things? Like, if I knew that, say, my friends needed to get somewhere that they may not be running, but I could move them, would that be something
Yeah.
is legit?
I'll say yeah. You guys have enough of a team dynamic after traveling for so long. Sure.
Mostly just I wanted to see if anyone does need to move more than their normal movement allows.
Gotcha. I mean, based on the last round, Cedo had double moved.
Yeah.
And just now Jericho did have to dash to get further into combat.
It's the big
I think
haste,
everybody
the wild
else
shape.
I can't haste the wild shaper. I don't have haste prep today.
Damn.
No, I was just checking on it. But that's actually it's okay. That's perfectly fine. Then in that case, I will. Let's see. Who do we got going on here? Where's Jericho? Okay. Then yeah, I will. Oh gosh, who looks the worst of all these people?
The 3 warriors, the ones that have the huge axes, these
this
3 were the ones that got caught in Thurston's web of fire.
Wonderful. Then in that case, I will go for this guy over here.
Okay.
This lovely fellow, and I'm just gonna firebolt him.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
Attack is 18.
18 will hit. Give me
Warrior
your
dudes.
damage.
Oh crap! These are D10s. I don't usually even keep those out. Okay, that's D10. That's D10. That's really high. That's 19
Oh shit!
fire damage.
Damn.
All right.
All right.
This one crumbles to the ground, completely
Okay.
discorporates as the
He's charcoal
flames
now.
consume him.
He is charcoal. Okay, then I will actually. I'm gonna get my ass off of this thing and move 10. Oh, there. And get over to the side of the palisade thing.
Right.
Yeah, I'll just put myself there. I'm not
Sounds
on
good.
the wall though.
All right. Up next is Faraday.
Second. Yeah, she's gonna just stay right there.
Yeah.
Bonus action, I'm gonna transfer my hex to this guy. And attack with my inescapable lash.
Yes.
Sounds
Which has
good.
a 20-foot reach.
All right.
First attack's gonna
I love
miss.
that weapon, by the way.
Second attack. Much better at a 26.
26, and it's against this caster here, right?
Yeah, caster.
Okay. Yep.
You say
Go ahead and give me your damage.
26?
Mm-hmm. Damage is gonna be 5, 9, 15 points.
Damn. All right. You crack the whip across his chest, and you definitely see some of the ribs splinter as bone fragments fire off, but he is still corporated.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. It's the archer's turn. So this archer here is going to take a shot at Jericho. But first, I'll say Faraday, there's a little bit of 5-foot dip there. Faraday, you'll see Jericho, who runs up to do battle with the martial artist, one with 2 scimitars in his hand.
Mhm.
As he does, he turns and goes, "What the fuck?" That is going to hit. A second. Jericho takes 13 points of piercing damage with the first strike,
Oh.
and the archer pulls a second arrow and fires off another one.
Was he looking in that direction that the arrow came from?
Yes. It's also going to hit. That's 15 points of piercing damage.
Jeez.
Jericho says, "What the fuck?" And you see 2 arrows. One embeds in his shoulder, the other one in his hip. And as they do, you see that they are bone arrows, where the end is a little bit of spinal cord.
Oh my god.
And after they hit, you see a little bit of an arcane flare pulse through each arrow, and he grimaces in pain. Next is this one, who is going to move forward to get eyes on Faraday, and is going to cast Hunter's Mark on Faraday. Will a 17 hit Faraday?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Will a... Oh, well, I suppose a 5 will not hit either. You see this strange... the skeleton runs up, bow in hand, and you see it motion as though it's spellcasting, and watch as arcane energy leaves its skeletal hand and sort of attaches to you. Even still, as arrows come flying at you, you dodge out of the way as they sail right over your head. This one back here. Yeah, Jericho's the only one that I can see right now. So it's going to take 2 shots at him. Oh, both are shit. God damn it. 10 being the max. So after taking those shots, Jericho throws up his blade and deflects one of the arrows. And that... Oh. And at the end of the archer's turns, this skeleton that was caught in the fireball, you see the bones roll across the ground towards one another, and it rises back up and lifts its bow. After that, we've got the warriors' turns. The one by Cad, having just finished embedding its axe in the door, turns and looks at you, and is going to let loose some strikes on you. These are going to be reckless.
Ooh.
It's an 18 on the die, plus 6 is 24 to hit.
No, definitely not.
No.
Nah.
No.
Never.
That is going to be 10 points of slashing damage for the first strike. It's not the best. Second one. That is a natural 20. That's another $1 for extra life. So that's...
I'll uncanny dodge this one.
Okay. So it's 17 points of damage. Fucking D12s.
Is that halved?
That is not halved. So 8 points of damage for that second one. Next up is this one, who's going to charge at Faraday and do the same. These are going to be reckless. It's a 17 on the die, plus 6 is 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
I'm going to repost.
Okay. Take 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
So you're using your reaction just to get a strike on him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So... Yeah, 21.
21 will hit.
Then I get to add...
Superiority die, I believe.
to D6. Fortunately, but that's still 3, 5, 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. All right. All right, it's still up, but it's having trouble staying incorporated. Incorporated? Incorporated? I don't know.
Corporeal?
Corporeal. I like that.
Together?
Together?
Together. In one piece.
One piece?
So you
It's
just
gonna
keep it together. It's fine.
hit its second
I
strike.
get
Ooh, 2 3s, so 9. Okay. So after you snap the whip in its face, it rears back and then lazily tries to essentially fall forward with the weight of the axe. You just sidestep it. So that's them. Trying to see if there were any others. No. The other two at the end of the round. The bones, as ashy and as charcoaly as they are, pull back together and they rise up, axe in hand.
Which ones did?
The warrior here and the one back here. Up next, we have Cad.
Did I see that like weird arcane energy like pulsing and hurting Jericho further? Is that something?
I'll say yeah. It wasn't really well hidden or anything like that. You just know that in addition to him getting shot with arrows, there was an additional grimace of pain after the arrows had landed.
I'm going to take out my dagger of displacement and throw it at this skeleton.
Okay.
That's a 15 to hit.
A 15, unfortunately, will not hit. I will say it will land in the space right over here.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action teleport to that.
Sounds good.
So
Here, I got you.
All
Bam.
right. And then I'm going to move here. And I'm going to swing at this guy with Gladius.
Sounds good. And you are flanking.
Exactly.
Get that sweet, sweet advantage, honey.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. Sneak attack dice.
Get your 80 million d6.
I'm like 5 right now. 2, 3. So... $35 points of piercing damage.
Damn.
With one shot, you appear next to Jericho, whirl around, and completely knock the head off of this skeleton, and it just falls to a pile of bones across the ground. The head spinning as it floats a few feet away.
I almost max damage on the whole thing.
Damn. Yeah, that's a little scary.
I guess my other question would be: Are we conscious of the fact? Like, have we all seen that these things are reforming?
Yes.
I'll just kind of shout, reforming, and that's my turn.
Okay. Dermot, it is your turn.
I am going to. I am going to shout specifically to Arthea. Why are they putting themselves back together? And I am going to Kuja, the archer over here by me that put itself back together.
Yes.
Does it look to be like fully back together, or do the bones look like they're frayed or cracked at all?
They look frayed and cracked. It looks like shit, but it is pulling itself back together as though it's not hindered by those imperfections or faults.
We should throw him in the bag of holding.
Portable hole.
Let me just go ahead and grab some healing potions. A skeletal hand just reaches up and
Get down.
I think Thurston put that on the list of things we're not allowed to do.
God damn it, Jerry!
Word, get back in there.
Told you. Only allowed out at night.
Yeah.
Not on Thursday.
Even then, it's only in your cage.
Yeah. Gosh.
I am going to.
Let me switch headphones here. Give me 1 second.
I am gonna do a big old thing.
Yeah.
This is not the tool that I wanted, though.
There we go.
It might be the tool I wanted, though.
What? What?
Alright. Cool. I would like those 4 guys
Mm-hmm.
to all make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What is
I am
the...
casting Hypnotic Pattern,
Okay.
and it is a 30-foot cube.
Okay. Okay. You cast the spell,
Uh-huh.
and the rest of you can see the beautiful colors and shapes that sort of dance through the air. And I'll say Faraday and Jericho, and you do have a little bit of height on the situation, Dermot, so you can see this too. 2 of them glance up and then focus right back on the door. The other 2 do not seem to react in any way.
Okay. That's troubling. Even undead should be affected by something like that.
They can't see though.
Do they not have eyes?
They are full skeletons. But you gather... Okay, so you gather that the 2 who glanced up stared at your hypnotic pattern and then just refocused. Like, you've seen this work with other living creatures. Even some undead. But something about these?
These are just different.
These are just flat out different. They're flat out magic!
Okay.
Not good.
Well,
Not good.
I've done all I can. I'm going to use my bonus action to make an attack against the archer that is near me with the cannon.
Uh-oh. No, Dustin, return to us.
Am I here?
We can hear you. Okay, you're good now.
Okay.
You went robot. for a
My
second.
Discord connection is just shitting out. That was a 13 on the die. So
Yep,
that'll be plenty to hit.
sounds good.
And 10 points of force damage, and it is pushed 10 feet away.
All right.
I believe it's 10 feet.
Grabbing some.
Boy. Yay!
No, it's not supposed to rain.
It is
We're
pushed
dropping
5
frames like a
feet.
motherfucker.
5 feet.
Yeah.
All right. Arcane bolt fires from the cannon, collides with the skeleton, who's knocked off balance a little bit, and you see the head turn and look in your direction.
I am going to select the correct tool. Jericho is the only one who's taken like any real damage, right?
Yes. So far, that is correct.
Okay.
After Dermot, come back to the initiative. We've got Cedo.
All right, so Cedo, realizing that these skeletons are now reforming, gets a little nervous, but is like, "Oh, I know what to do," and he changes into a saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Just make sure. Okay, cool. So you are the owner of this mini. What is the size of the saber-tooth tiger? I just want to make sure.
That's a large beast.
Large.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So you are that tiger. Give me a second. I'm gonna do that.
Sweet.
So your mini is still technically on the field, but now you have control over the saber-tooth tiger, so you
Okay.
can move it as you will.
Okay, am I within 5 feet of that skeleton right over here?
Yes, you are.
Perfect. I will go for an attack.
Go for it.
Give it.
Gah.
I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna take a swipe with my claw if I can speak correctly.
Sure.
Claw.
Sam, I just got a notification that our camera's offline.
Oh, fun.
Well, it's always a little late.
Okay, that's gonna be 15 to hit.
A 15 will. A 15 will actually just miss, unfortunately. You strike out with the claw, and they drag across the armor, but the skeleton underneath the armor is unharmed. But you're a big old scary tiger.
Yeah, I make frustrated tiger noises.
Blah.
Sorry, What kind of noises?
Up Jesus.
I watch
Up
a lot of
next.
Discovery Channel and Animal Planet. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
As
Clearly not
evidenced by the
enough.
blah.
Yeah. Bruh.
Up
And on
next
that
we've got we've got Thurston.
Okay. Can I make a probably I'm gonna assume Arcana check to be like, what sort of magic would cause skeletons to reform? What the fuck?
Sure. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
15.
With a 15, you're not quite sure. I mean, you've dealt with undead previously, but
Yeah.
something to have them immediately pull themselves back together, that's outside the scope of what you've encountered so far in your travels.
He's never studied necromancy, so this
Yeah.
is certainly outside of his wheelhouse.
And there's no shame in that.
All the shame. Shame!
You do
Shame.
a ring.
All right, I am
Shame.
going.
All right, I'm sorry.
Jesus. I am going to twin spell a firebolt.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna go for this guy, so he goes hopefully back to being dead, and this guy as well.
Okay.
Also hoping they just don't stay on the battlefield for very long.
Sounds good.
Oh well, I don't think that one was gonna do the job. 15 to hit this dude.
A 15 will just hit.
Okay, and then the other one was 22. So
That'll hit.
okay, so this dude minimum damage 1 point.
Just sort of ricochets off of his skull.
Jesus, and then the other guy's 2 points. Okay,
Oh,
Jesus.
damn.
I'm gonna actually grab my dice jail. That earned it.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
So that was that. It's gonna maybe shimmy his way like back over here. He's actually gonna go like in the bush,
Sounds good.
like just kind of like hiding between that part of the rocks that are a little bit jutting out and the bush, and hope it gives him like some sort of cover for whenever somebody attacks him.
Sounds good. Alrighty. After Thurston, it is the scouts' turns. This one over here, as it's mid-climb up the wall, turns and sees Cadriel having just felled one of his compatriots, and is going to, like a fucking leaping spider, push
Ew.
off of the wall and land on the ground and dash for Cad. It'll be there. It does not get advantage for flanking, given that his friend is dead. Do we want to wait for... Well,
For sheet up.
you ever sheet up? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're making 2 attacks with the short swords.
Hey, hang on 1 sec.
Sure.
Court, you're being attacked. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Or
One of
you're
them was
getting
a...
your shit rocked. Do you want to be here for this?
I just know she just said that if she gets hit for one of them, she'll use uncanny dodge
Okay.
damage. So
All right. So one of the attacks was a 19 on the die, so that's
Definitely hits.
26 to hit.
yep.
Right. That is 11 points of slashing damage. The second attack was 14 to hit, which I'm guessing misses. It is then going to use a key point and flurry of blows.
That's not nice of
Oh,
it.
shit.
What kind of skeletons are these?
That is a natural 20 on one of them,
She's definitely gonna be uncanny dodging.
and that is a 9 on the other.
So yeah, she'll use uncanny dodge on the nat 20.
I gotta do math again.
11 points of slashing.
And
You know, Cujo, if you don't like doing math, you could have just missed. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Just trying to help you out.
That critical hit blew chunks. That is 12 points of slashing for the critical hit.
All right, half to 6.
And yeah, that's going to be that one's turn. At the end of its turn, all these other scouts that had previously gotten their asses kicked get right back up.
Yeah, we gotta fix this. We gotta fix this, guys.
Give me one moment so I can get the rest of these guys back up.
I would like them to go back to being dead, please.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
There are a couple of casters.
Yes.
In the fray here, right?
Yes.
I mean, if you want me to wait until my turn to do this, but I want to make a perception check, or just can I notice if those casters are doing anything in addition to just like doing their attacks?
What is your passive perception?
My passive, I believe, is 16. 16.
Okay. I'll say for right now, we're going to go off of your passive perception. As you're surveying the battlefield, the casters themselves are even dropping. So for these other ones to start rising and incorporating themselves together again, you don't see anything coming from the casters that is causing this effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you want a more thorough check, then on your next turn you can, roll a perception check.
Okay.
Speaking of casters, there is one of them up. He is going to... He's going to fart a bunch.
Thurston is confused because he doesn't understand how a skeleton is farting.
Where is it coming from, though?
He is going to cast Hold Person on Faraday.
Yeah.
So Faraday, I will need you to make... I forget what save it is. I should know.
Like, do I really not?
You really not? No, you.
Wisdom or Con.
Yeah, Wisdom saving throw.
I have it, but we're out of range too.
It's not a charmed effect.
Correct.
Where is Faraday? You're 60 feet.
13.
13, unfortunately, is going to fail.
I will give
Faraday.
I will give you a reroll on that.
Okay.
All right. Get
15.
15 unfortunately.
Doesn't do it.
Aw.
Motherfucker.
Wow, the light switch flip. That was your expression. Was fucking magic. Jesus. Unfortunately, even with the 15,
Damn it.
as you're tangling with the warrior, as you're tangling with the warrior skeleton in front of you, you feel your form stop in place, and you are unable to move. At the end of their turn, the other casters. Oh wait, this one. Oh no, that one was taken out from Dermot's cannon. So that one is back up.
No, he not.
This one is back up.
Kuja, can I offer a counter suggestion?
What's that?
That they do not get back up.
Well,
yeah.
I will take that suggestion to heart, but no. Up next is Bones, who, looking around, recognizing what's happening, dashes for... Well... He's going to look between the warrior skeleton that's in front of him and the one that's across from Faraday as she is frozen in place. And he is going to make a run for that one instead. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll do this. And he is going to make a couple strikes with his arm.
With his arm.
And shit the bed. Both are single-digit attacks, but not a natural one, so it's not even going to charity. But he basically runs up and bonk on the helmet, and the skeleton doesn't even turn. He hits again. He just clang up against the iron helmet, and the skeleton is fixed on you. Back up to the top of the initiative. At this point... Oh, go ahead.
Before you go, Kujo, I think I'm going to stop the stream and just keep recording.
Okay.
And we'll pull the stuff that's been streamed down and mash it all together. I've dropped like 40% of the frames. I don't know what problem's happening.
Okay. All right.
It's probably not a really great experience for anybody who's watching. So,
Yay.
just as Little Starfish came, we're gonna stop because it's a mess and I can't imagine it looks any good. So we're gonna keep recording. We're gonna stop streaming, and we will mash it all together and rerun the episode as soon as we're able to do that. Because it's not nice over here.
There. Alright, yeah, I put a message in the chat. Just let them know what's going on.
Alright, I'm gonna stop streaming. Goodbye, those who are watching. Keep an eye
love
out.
you.
We'll post it.
Well, thank you for your patience.
Bye.
Well, that's poopy.
Oh no.
Alright. Stopping this. It says it's stopping the stream. Do I just stop recording?
Let me see. Give me 1 second.
This says we're live.
Sorry, I'm in an ad. Give me a second.
Oh, there we go. It just stopped.
Okay.
You are an ad.
Thank you.
You're
Alright.
welcome.
I think.
We are recording though, so Kujo, you and I can work on mashing all this shit together. I don't know what the problem is.
I've noticed we've been having trouble with Comcast as well, so I don't know if there's something going on with the internet out in the burbs here, but
I don't know, but like everything, my Discord.
yeah,
And
yesterday and today I was having a ton of issues like at work and everything too. So it's
and normally we get throttled, even though we're not supposed to around this time. So like it's not out of the ordinary to drop frames while we're streaming, but this is like we've dropped 200 or 26,000 frames since we picked back up. Since we restarted. So
Damn.
yeah. It's a lot even for us, so continue. We'll be recording.
All right. Well, at the top of the initiative round, you can hear a voice coming from within the fort. Give me a second. In very broken common, you hear, "Stay alive! Trying to fix." And that's what you hear at the present moment.
I make
Jericho.
concerned tiger noises.
How do they sound?
Oh,
It's so stupid. It is Jericho's turn. Jericho is going to attack the scout between him and Cad. That is a 21 to hit, which will land. Okay. And that's 12 points of damage with the first strike. It's going to make another swing. That's 23 to hit. That'll hit. Oh boy, 8, which is exactly what he needs to put that one right back down.
Oh, good.
After that is done, he is going to grimace as he rips one of the arrows out of his leg and then dashes for one of the archers. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, he does have a bonus action, so he is going to... Oh, shit. I should keep that in mind. Actually, he's going to do that now. He is going to activate Blood Curse of the Marked and mark the archer that is directly in front of him. So, Faraday, you're familiar with this. You see the bloody brand reflect on the chest, the rib cage of the skeleton. Up next, we have Arathea.
So, did we all hear that voice?
It was pretty booming across the battlefield. You could hear that it was a female voice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of the most that
Coming from somewhere in the...
Yeah. I'd say if you want a little bit more detail, you could try to roll a perception check.
Well, I wanted to. I'm going to actually bonus action Misty Step. Can I get to the top of the wall? How tall is this wall?
The tall is a wall. The wall is 15 feet tall.
Okay, so with movement and such, I can get up there.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to get, just so I can get a little bit of height and also get a visual on inside and outside of the thing.
Okay. As you teleport, you look down and see a familiar face. Sorvelin of Singorn is within the fort and is in the middle of casting something. You see leaves kicking up around her and vines starting to form at her feet.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's good. Okay, I think that's good. Hopefully she's not just raising zombies, but all right. All right. Now, with that, I'd like to try and get a sense of Dermot's question to me.
Okay.
Which was, what the fuck?
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
What the fuck magic is this?
Yeah.
All right, where is my sheet now? Oh, did I get a? Yeah, I did get a. Okay. That's, another one for the children.
Yay!
So that's a 30.
For the kids.
Oh, you rolled a natural 20 on this Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that was a 30.
That's
Jesus
30.
Christ. Real quick recap for Court.
17 points of slashing damage to you.
Yes, 17 points. Arathea teleported to the top of the wall as you heard a voice from inside in very broken common saying, "Stay alive, trying to fix." Arathea teleported to the top of the wall and saw Sorvelin, the elf from Singorn.
Did wander off, actually.
Yeah.
Like a month and a half ago, she just like walked out and never came back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's where she went.
Nice. Sorry about that. Puppy had to go out.
You're good. With a 30 Arcana, you are looking at very high, almost prodigy level necromancy. And you deduce that whatever enchantment is causing these things to continue to pull themselves back together is the same enchantment that is on Bones.
So whatever kind of reanimated him.
It's like a persistent true resurrection, but only just so.
So yeah. So some kind is it? Does she get the sense that it's like a corrupted version of that? So something intentionally corrupted to bring people back, almost all the way, but perpetually.
Almost like if you had, and maybe I'm pulling back the curtain just a teensy weensy bit, but if you had like honor guard that would give everything to do whatever it is that you say, even if it meant not being able to pass on.
They just would keep coming back.
They would just keep coming back.
And would you have any sense, based off of that, would you have any sense of how one gets rid of that beyond the usual, which is either dispelling stuff or killing the person who did it? If it's
with this level, I mean, because you guys are consistently putting these guys back down, the only thing that comes to mind, especially with this level of necromancy you're looking at, putting down whatever is casting or has cast this enchantment.
And it's an active enchantment. In
Yes,
essence.
it is persistent.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, he will. It's gonna suck for me. She will shout it to the group.
Okay.
Which is gonna probably suck for my life, but whatever. And let them know that they're gonna keep coming until we take care of whoever put this enchantment on them.
All right. I will say, with the movement, the teleportation, and the Arcana check, I am going to rule that did cost your action to do.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay.
That was my...
Okay.
Yeah, and presumably she's still invisible, but anyone in this entire area probably would have at least get a sense of where she is.
Okay. All right.
I'll just crouch down and clutch the wall.
All right. Up next, we got Faraday, who is currently under the effects of Hold Person.
Can I roll a perception? Hearing Arthea, can I roll a perception check?
Sure.
To see if I can find... Having been around spellcasters enough to know that there has to be some sort of range, theoretically.
No. No.
Nope.
Was that $1 for children?
No, but it was close.
No.
It's enough for 2 of them to go in the bucket jar.
Oh. Yay, fuck it, jar. At the end of your turn, you can roll another wisdom saving throw.
No.
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 No. Okay.
Mm.
All right. Well, you are stuck in place. Up next are the archers.
Yeah.
This one in front of Jericho. Yeah, you know what? He's still gonna fire off a couple shots. Is it okay? Dumb question. Well, maybe not dumb question for the DM. Disadvantage because you're in melee. Got it. Thank you.
I'm almost positive. Otherwise, it's a 3.5 thing. But I imagine, like, logically,
3.5. I remember it was like attack of opportunity if you.
No, 3.5 if you were shooting into melee. Like if somebody else was meleeing, this still stands though. Yeah, because he's in melee with you.
Yeah. All right, so that's a miss, and that one's also a miss. The archer, while sort of in a sort of agile stance, tries to quickly fire off 2 arrows at Jericho, who's immediately in front of him, and he deftly smashes them out of the air. The one back here, however, is going to move, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, and is going to get their shots on Jericho. 14 and 11. Yeah, those are both going to hit. It does not have Hunter's Mark active on Jericho, so it's just straight up damage. Total of 17 points of damage between the 2 shots. Jericho is looking a little rough. The one back here is going to, seeing that Faraday has been stuck in place, is going to fire their shots. Say, well, you're restrained. Does that mean? Sorry, my brain is shitting itself.
Paralyzed, isn't it?
I don't have my...
Oh yeah, paralyzed, which means...
Auto crit, I think within 5 feet.
Incapacitated, can't move or speak. Automatically fails strength and dex saves. Okay, attack rolls against have advantage. And it's a crit if the attacker lands.
I thought, is it crit on all attacks or just melee?
Melee within 5 feet, I believe.
Let me see. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of that creature. Okay, cool.
Oh, good.
Well, that's good.
Wait, are you restrained or are you paralyzed?
She's paralyzed. Hold
Paralyzed.
person.
I misspoke with
Oh.
restraint. So will a 19 hit you?
Yeah, 19 just hits.
Okay. Well, then the 16 will not. You do have Hunter's Mark from that one. So that is 7. That's 11 points of piercing damage to you. We are going to come up here to the one that Dermot was fucking around with. And he is going to move 5, 10, 15, turn, and fire a couple shots at Dermot. Beforehand, it is going to cast Hunter's Mark on you. Will a 9 hit?
No.
Will a 24 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. That is max damage. That is... It's 18 points of piercing damage. With one arrow that embeds itself right into your chest.
Okay.
That is, I believe, all of the archers. Yes. Up next are the warriors. Warriors! The one up here is going to turn and charge the saber-toothed tiger that randomly showed up. It's going to make some reckless attacks on you. First attack. Thank God I did reckless. That is a 16 to hit. What is this tiger's AC?
Oh, that's a great question. That is going to hit.
Okay. So we'll resolve that damage first. That is 14 points of slashing.
Okay.
Second one, that's a 15 on the die, so 21 to hit.
Okay, hits.
Okay. That is another 13 points of slashing damage from that one.
Okay, sounds good.
The warrior right in front of Faraday doesn't need to make his reckless. You can see Faraday. I just give this to you for your passive. You can see that the skeleton adjusts its position and makes its strikes. You can see that these things are intelligently fighting. That's a 16 on... No, it's an 18 on the die, so that's a 24 to hit.
That'll actually it.
Okay, so because it's a crit... that is 20 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And that's a 16 on the die for 22.
Yep.
That's another 20 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
It's a lot of damage that just laid onto Faraday. The one at the door here, moving intelligently, is going to flank and lay in some shots on the saber-toothed tiger.
That's rude.
This is 17 on the die. That's 12 points of slashing. No. Excuse me, 14 points of slashing. And that's 16 on the die. These guys are doing real well.
Only the dice turned on us,
Oh.
guys.
That one is minimum damage with 7 points of slashing damage. The one over here by the door is going to move up to Cad. It's specifically not going to step over the square that the bones of the other scout are in. So these are going to be made reckless. That is 19 to hit. Okay. That is 9 points of slashing. And will an 18 hit?
Yep.
Okay.
This is a new round, right?
Yes.
Oh, and can he dodge this one?
Okay. Well, this one's going to be minimum for 7 points of slashing.
Is that the half or?
That is full, so 3. Alright. That's 1, 2, 3. think there was one more somewhere. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is the warriors' turns. Cad, it is your turn.
So okay, I guess I'm not sure how you want me to do this. I wanted to see, having spent a lot of time with Arathea, I wanted to see if I could roll perception or something to see where the person might be that's controlling these skeletons.
Okay, make me a perception check.
I don't know if you want that to be my action or if that's a bonus action.
I'm for perception checks. I'm in combat like this. If you're quickly scanning the battlefield, I'm just gonna say that you can make a perception check.
Alright, so 16 plus 9 is 24.
With a 25 actually. With a 25, you look very quickly, but a very quick look is enough to see that whoever cast this enchantment is not on the battlefield. At least not on this side. You're not quite sure, maybe they're inside the fort, but scanning the area around you, there's nobody else on the battlefield.
And did I see, I'm sorry, since I was outside, did I see which one has hold person on Faraday?
Yes. You can see, I'll say with your 25 you get this. You can see a little bit of arcane aura emanating from this one's staff in the general direction of Faraday. Who looks, I mean, Faraday, how are you looking?
Not great.
I am going, okay, so I'm going to then disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to move up to this one.
Okay.
And take a swing at him with Gladius.
Go ahead and do your thing.
No sneak attack. Probably not going to hit. It's a 11.
11 unfortunately does not hit. As you dash forward with Gladius and strike forward, you see the caster turn and move their staff just in the way, so your sword embeds itself into the staff itself.
That is my turn, and I did the wrong thing, but that's fine, because I already did it, so...
Yay!
I meant to use my shroud, but...
Oh, got it. All right. Up next, we got Dermot.
Hey. Just want to make sure I have my action economy right.
This is good. As a D&D player, I would hope you would.
Did you just put your hands on your hips as you said that? So sassy.
I hope you do.
I hope you have that.
He's like crouch in front.
Well, what are you gonna do, Justin?
Okay.
Come to your house and I'm gonna watch Golden Girls.
Cujo.
Sounds fun.
Sounds like a
all
party,
of
right?
these skeletons that are over in this area, all of these guys are up now.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Have we considered asking them to just not
Not?
fight us? Yeah. Yeah. Just lay down. Take 5.
He's just not.
Hang out for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, mingle, if you will.
Can't we all just get along?
Yeah.
Why don't you guys just mingle?
Network, mingle, chat amongst yourselves.
We have so much in common. We're all made of bones.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to... Alright, first I'm going to use my bonus action with the cannon to shoot at this guy.
Okay.
Is he obscured at all by the barricade, or am I above all of that?
I'll say he's... I'd say with the angle, he's not obscured. However, given the... really, I'm focused on, this edge here. I'm gonna say he got, half cover.
Okay. 23 to hit.
Nope, that misses. The half cover managed to cover. I'm just kidding. Roll your damage.
Okay. That is 7 points of force damage. He gets pushed 5 feet.
Okay. So
You
you blast him, and the skeleton completely discorporates and crumbles to the ground and over that ledge entirely, and crumbles to the ground at Jericho's feet. So it basically fell an additional 5 feet.
Okay.
Are these considered creatures? Or
Well, yeah, they're creatures.
I want to use the reaction, but I'll let Dustin finish his turn first because it
Okay.
involves a question.
Okay.
I
think I know what you're going to ask, but
because that was the one who had held Faraday, does that spell release now?
yes, it does. Faraday's hold person
I'm free?
deactivates. Why did I just do that? I accidentally just took you out of the initiative. Son of a bitch.
Babe, you're free.
I'm free!
What was your initiative?
21.
What was your
Freedom!
You know what? Thank you. Jesus. Bam. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to click the right thing.
Everyone
which is
changes
that.
what they were about to do.
Ooh. Real quick, Cad, what was your reaction going to be?
So I wanted to, having seen that obviously these are the person animating these things and having spoken with Bones, who seems to have a soul, is not on the field. I wanted to use my tokens of the departed to create a soul trinket off of the one that Dermot just killed in front of me.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh.
Okay.
Maximus?
Make me a wisdom check.
Make this.
I'll say, given that this is something attuned to your character and this is something like otherworldly, I'll say add your proficiency bonus to it as well.
Not great. 11.
11. As the skeleton completely gets torn apart by the blast, we'll say this kind of happens in slow motion. You can almost recognize the point in which death should take place, and the soul becomes available so that you can absorb into a trinket. And your gaze shifts to that sort of death sight, if you will. And you can see the glow of a soul attached to the skeleton, and you feel yourself reach out, as you typically do. And as you pull with your innate magical ability, you find that the pull isn't enough. And your concentration breaks as the skeleton continues to tumble to the floor in front of Jericho. Good, a really fucking good idea, though. I like that. Dermot, continue your turn. So that is your cannon. What happens next?
For my action, I am going to I'm going to cast Scorching Ray from my wand of Scorching Ray.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was like session
long.
1 or 2 when that was gifted to you, I think.
Yeah, I think it was session 1, I think.
So I am going to... I'm first going to target the archer.
Okay.
It's an 18 on the die. I assume that hits.
That absolutely will hit.
That is max damage at 12 fire damage.
You fire the Scorching Ray, and it pierces into the archer and bursts the skeleton apart.
Okay. The next ray, I'm actually going to use both of the next 2 rays against the caster. That is
Okay.
right there.
Sounds good.
That is an 18 on the die and a 19 on the die. I assume those will both hit.
Absolutely. Damn.
7 fire damage, followed
Okay.
by 7 fire damage, so
Yes.
14 total.
Nice. Both rays sail through the air and impact and cause the skeleton to catch fire. And as it reacts to the attack, it still stays up.
I am actually going to finish out my turn by moving 15. I assume some of this is difficult terrain.
Yes.
All right, then I make it that far.
Okay, sounds good. All right. After Dermot, we come to the saber-toothed tiger. Saber-toothed tiger!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you have... Oh, that's right, tick.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Some of it, he's like, oh god, oh.
Tick moves and takes the dodge action, and that is it.
Okay, sounds good. Now it is the saber-toothed tiger's turn.
Aw.
You are muted, sorry.
Brontosaurus.
God. Like, I'm so paranoid about breathing into my microphone. I'm like,
I mean, we...
hey guys, you know, how do you turn
mean, we
this guy
don't hear
around?
it.
Shift? Shit, I figured it
if
out.
you hold...
Everybody stand down. All right, I'm gonna attack this guy since he's a jerk and attacked
Oh
me.
my god. All right, sounds good.
Simmer down now.
Oh, that was funny. Sam's still laughing over there.
So stupid.
Everybody stand down.
Excellent. That's gonna be 14 to hit.
Oh, a 14 unfortunately will not hit, buddy. How many attacks do you get as a saber-tooth tiger?
1.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah,
Really?
that's kind of a yeah.
It's a CR3.
Unless I run 20 feet straight toward a creature,
Oh, yeah.
hit it with a claw attack first, and then it's not prone. Then I can take a bite attack as my bonus action.
Got it.
Yes.
Sorry, buddy.
No, it's okay. I'll just
I'll just be here.
Yeah, I'll hang out. All right. Well, after Cedo, we got Thurston. I'm gonna. It's CR3 creature only has. Hold on.
The
it doesn't
CR2.
say it doesn't say it on the card itself.
Sabertooth Tiger's CR2.
Yeah.
Oh, CR2.
CR2. Mhm.
Yeah.
Ah, I get it. Okay, I see it. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
All right. Well, let me make sure I have the right window pulled up. Thurston, we come to you.
Okay. I have a question about this wall.
I have an answer about this wall.
Can you see through the wall, or is it like a perfectly solid wall?
Are you talking about the
Like
the
the
hill
wall
that you're
that
next to, or
aren't,
the oh that
like the wall.
There are some small cracks that you can see through, but not like, oh, here's a porthole that I can see Sorvellin in. Like, you can see that there are some spaces in between the planks of wood, but not very wide.
you
I
trying
think
to
chose
step onto the other
porthole.
side of
I
it?
don't know that I like Rhodes's smirk and thinking
yeah.
face right now.
So, yes, if I can see, then I would like to Misty Step to the other side of it.
Make me a perception check.
Okay, if
That's
I
fair.
can see, yeah.
I like that you trailed off.
That's a natural 20, so 26.
God fucking damn it.
Nice.
Yes, you can see through.
Okay. And I'll have to move a little bit first. Where's okay, where can I see? Like what part of
From
the
your
wall?
current angle,
Yeah.
I'll say you can see here.
Okay.
And here. Those are like the two spots that you can see immediately on the other side of the wall.
Okay, so I'll have to move a little bit, a few feet, but I will then Misty Step right over here on this side of the wall.
Okay.
And presumably if I could see in, I could still see out, which means I would also like to quicken spell. I'm sorry, no, twin spell and cast Firebolt again.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yep.
Oh, wait, can I see? I assume I can see this guy. Ooh, from this angle, I probably can't see one of the other guys, can I? I think I
No.
screwed myself.
I will
And this
say
guy's
from
probably
your current
blocked
angle.
from here.
Yeah, I'll say from your current angle, this guy immediately in front of that wall you can see, like just barely at the angle that you're at. But the other ones, unfortunately, you can't. You don't have eyes on.
Okay. Are there, like, I don't know, slats in the door? Asking for a friend.
Now that
I'm
you're
my own
inside,
friend.
I'm actually that friend.
I'm the
So.
friend.
now that you're inside the fort, you can see that these walls rather hastily put up. Same with the doors. So they are large, solid pieces of wood, not fully like meant for stuff like this. They unfortunately do not have slats that you can kind of open or close. It's very clear that this is a relatively new development around the way station.
Okay, that's fine. I will just do a normal firebolt at the guy that I can see. And I will roll the correct damage die this time as well.
Oh, no.
What'd you roll last time?
What'd you roll?
Well, I rolled a d10, but I forgot that the spell scales, so I rolled one each as opposed to two each.
Got it. Yeah.
25 to hit.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yeah.
Still only 6 damage. You know, you can go with your friends.
All right.
Yep.
You essentially you spot him and like wiggle your hand in between the hole in your face so you still see him. And with your two little fingers you conjure it and then and it impacts the side of him.
Why are we not live? God damn it.
Okay, so I had to move 10. Okay, so I had to move 10 out of difficult terrain before 10.
Maximus, what are you doing? Buddy. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here.
I'm gonna come a little bit closer to Thorvellet, and as a free action, I'm just gonna ask her,
Ha!
do you know how to stop these things?
As she's in the middle of casting, you just hear no. She's like cycling through the few common words that she knows and knows. I think that one. Oh yeah, no.
You know what? That's a good one to learn. Like, if you're gonna learn something, you
Pretty
need to learn.
solid.
You need to learn how to tell people no.
No, where's the bathroom?
Yeah.
All right. Up next are the scouts. This one is going to use. Yeah, this one's going to use a key point, Step of the Wind. So 5, 10, 20, because difficult terrain. 25, 35, 40, oh God, 50, 55, 60.
Wow.
Oh.
This just like sprints through all of the shit and is gonna make some attacks on Dermot.
Buddy, I can't get to you. You're too far.
I know,
Will-
I'm trying to run away.
You need to
Well,
come this way.
I'm
Well-
slow.
I can
You're
only
not,
move one.
though.
I can only move one of you.
Will a 14
I'm in the
hit?
weeds. 14 is my armor class.
Okay. I use meets beats. So I'm gonna do some damage, buddy. Don't be
Shield.
mad at me. Alright.
If a 14 hits, I shield.
Alright, sounds good. Then the 8 is not gonna hit.
No.
It already did. So I got 1 key point. Yeah, it's can you Step of the Wind and Flurry of Blows in the same turn?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Because you use bonus
Because
action to dash.
Flurry of
Got
blows
it,
is a
got it,
bonus
got it.
action.
All right.
Get wrecked, Cujo.
The scout dashes up and does like a full free running leap up onto your level, dashes forward and strikes forward with a scimitar. Just before it hits, you let an arcane shield up and it ricochets off of the energy in front of you.
He comes sprinting at me and I say, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Right. Next up is this one. Huh. This one. Yeah, it's going to use its key point to Step of the Wind as well, so it can make its way into the fray, because it hasn't done shit this whole combat.
Okay.
That's going to be
fine.
5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And is
Why is
going
Faraday
to...
getting gangbanged? I'm just standing out here by myself, like. Not that I'm
It's-
volunteering, but damn.
They smell blood in the water.
Yeah.
It's going to make some attacks.
I only have
Please don't kill
57
me
hit
before we get
points
to the
left.
Feywild. That won't be fun.
Does a 11 hit?
No.
Then
I'm-
both will miss.
Rhodes is ready. Rhodes is ready.
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah. We have
I
things,
love it.
right?
This one is going to take Cat up on that little offer.
No.
5, 10, 15,
Oh Jesus.
25.
Rough.
You've also
Or
taken
how
damage.
rough?
Can
How
you not?
rough are you?
I have 37 hit points.
Yeah. Why are you talking shit?
I need you to
'Cause
add
you
another
got, like-
dollar.
You
I
got
got
like
30.
4 of them bending you over the fucking log.
Did you crit again on her?
I did.
Uncanny
Yes.
dodge.
Stop.
Okay.
That's
A
like
15
3.
will not hit, will it?
No.
Okay. 10. That's 12 points of slashing damage with its scimitar.
Is that the half?
No, so 6 points of
6.
slashing. It's then going to use a key point, its last key point, for Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Will a 21 hit?
Yup.
Okay, the other one was higher. That's 8 points of bludgeoning. Oh my god. That's reflex is killing me. And 10 points of bludgeoning.
Do I have the bonus action?
At the end of the turn. The scouts that had previously been slaughtered rise back to their feet.
I don't like this.
Hort,
Up
how bad are
next.
you? Oh,
I'm
oh,
still
no,
alive.
you are not. You are, that is, ooh, honey. Honey, that's like just barely double digits.
The caster by Dermot.
You've done.
Needs to go mind his own goddamn business.
Quick recap. Did that caster... Oh no, Thurston was going to hit it. Dermot did hit it. That's I got
Yeah.
it. Scorching Rays. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That caster is going to make a perception check at disadvantage. Arathea,
Yeah.
what is your... how do I want to do this? You have greater invisibility on.
Yeah.
You did just finish shouting from the top of the
I did.
wall.
Yes.
What is 10 plus your stealth bonus?
12.
Okay. The caster is going to cast Eldritch Blast
Okay.
at Arathea. It is going to be at disadvantage because he still can't see you, but he's kind of got a bead on where your position might be.
Okay. And I have mirror image up, so I think I also have
Good.
to roll.
Actually, that brings up a question because you have both greater invisibility and mirror image up. Is mirror
Yeah.
image concentration?
No.
No.
Good. All right, that is
Such a
know
good
it's
combo.
ourselves.
That's so good.
That's very good. That is an 18 to hit.
Okay, so that would, let's see, how do I have to roll this? I have to roll 6 or higher to a duplicate.
Let me actually check one
Yep.
thing for greater invisibility as well. I need to see if it goes. Does it go down if you get hit?
No,
Shit.
it's
Fucking greater
concentration.
invisibility, man.
Yeah, it doesn't go down unless you lose concentration on it.
Okay.
So if you get hit and take damage and fail your con save, yeah.
Got it. Okay. So it's gonna hit. I think you have to roll a d20
Yeah.
to see if
So
it
I
hits
rolled
one
an
of your-
8 on the first one, so it hits a duplicate.
Okay. It is going to fire a second bolt. That is an 18 on the die.
Just gonna be really high. That's an 11 on the second roll, so does hit a duplicate.
Okay. That is both of its bolts. So it conjures from the staff this deep purplish black energy and sends it forward towards the top of the wall. And anybody looking will see the blasts connect with something,
Then it just kind of.
then it just fizzles. That's the scene that plays out. This one back here sees what happened and is going to do the same.
Okay. One more.
17 to hit.
Would theoretically hit, and that's high. That's 18, so last duplicate down.
Okay. Second bolt. 21 to hit.
Yes, so would hit.
That was not disadvantage. That was a natural 1. Just kidding. Sorry. Excuse me. So yeah, that was a natural 1 on that second one. These are being fired at disadvantage because you're invisibility. So with the natural 1, we get another $1 for the kids.
Hey, kids!
So again, another bolt sails through the air, hits something, and then disappears. And then just as it's about to let loose a second bolt, like a squirt gun losing water, it just kind of goes and lands on the ground. And last up, we have Bones.
Bones.
Bones is still in protector mode. That is not what I wanted to do. Click on Bones. There we go. It is going to move to flank with Faraday. 16 on the die is going to hit. 4 points of damage. And that actually knocks it out.
Hey!
So that knocks that thing down. Still in protector mode. It's going to use its second attack on that scout. Yeah, and we're back to business as usual with a 9.
It's okay, Bones.
At the top of the initiative round, Arathea and Thurston, you can see this bright golden energy emanating off of Sorvellin that continues to build and build and build. And at the same time, vines crawl across the ground and grasp the bottom of the gate and in one fell swoop, the vines rip the gate open just as daylight fires out from the center of the fort. As it does, the skeletons that are up get blasted the fuck back. The ones that are discorporated on the ground, the force behind it continues to push them further away from the fort. And Sorvelin shouts to all of you, "Inside!"
Faraday, are you held still?
No, I'm free.
You're free. Okay. Who needs transportation inside?
Dermot's bar.
Dermot. Okay.
I can't
I
get.
think. Can everybody else get there
Brian,
before
what's
dying?
wrong with you?
Can everyone else get there before dying? Is the question, Court.
It depends on how far away these dickheads got blasted around me. I
Yeah.
had a plan
we
for
would
what I
like-
was going to do, but
Do
It's mostly
Eh,
that there's some things
too
that
bad.
normally are gonna go before you, and you're looking a little not good.
I'm fine. It's fine.
You're not
Also-
fine though.
And also disengage.
Yes.
Not necessary. Not before she gets.
I'll say, Cad, in this moment, with the blast that is coming from inside the fort, all of the ones immediately in front of it discorporate immediately. So you're not in any immediate danger in the current moment, so you can move forward if you want.
I can get there.
Okay.
More than there between my movement and bonus action.
Before the
All right.
archers and the warriors kill you.
The blast is enough,
Okay.
and this
No.
divine, I shouldn't say divine, but this daylight magic extends out.
Okay.
Very
Like-
much Keyleth against Silas Briarwood level.
Okay. This is going across this
This is going
landscape.
the fuck
Okay.
across the landscape. So anything caught in that path is just
It's rough. All right, then I will take, since they're in the path of it and have a little highway of safety. That I will take Dermot then, and I will. You'll be. It looks like when she Misty steps, except to somebody else. And hopefully, so I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp. I can move him within 90 feet of me. To any space I
Nice.
can see. Now, it normally requires a con save. Do you think Dermot would try to resist? She would shout, basically, to you. Don't.
Yeah. Don't resist.
Yeah.
It's me. Don't worry.
Yeah. This one's me. This
All right.
one's me.
What does it feel like?
So I think in her case, it's probably like I think like the pressure before a storm rolls in, like when you get that really still quiet sense where everything kind of just stills and stops for a
Mhm.
minute.
Suddenly you get a massive headache.
No, not the headache portion. It's that portion where like the entire world goes still for a moment. And you feel like that potential for something to be there.
Okay.
But
That calm
I
before the
think-
storm.
yeah, basically it's calm but to the extreme in a sense. But it is not it's not aggressive, and it's not like that painful sort of pressure. And yes, she would shout to him that to let him know, and not just be like, yeah. But it is up to you. It would normally be a con save of 18. You can voluntarily fail it.
I do not resist it.
Okay. Then I will.
This has never happened to me before.
It has never not. It has
I
never
don't
used
know.
it.
I am learning how it feels, and I'm not a huge fan.
Yep.
But so I do try to resist it.
Okay. So
But
she's
I
like, God, Don't fight, Dermot!
I fail big time.
Oh, okay. Well, so you just see Dermot basically kind of, everything does sort of still around him, and then he just kind of, and is gone from that space, and he'll just appear down near Thurston.
Sounds good. Dermot, the moment as you're trying to resist this, you see the scout skeleton rear back with a short sword and aim directly for your chest, and then your vision shifts, and suddenly you're not where you were just a moment before.
Sorry.
I forgive you.
I'll say Jericho limps in with a solid wound in his leg that's making it very difficult to walk. And I'll say Faraday, since Ceto is still currently a saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah.
This energy is continually surging forward, and because you're the closest, Bones is like grasping on the ground, trying to hold on,
buddy.
reaches in, gets Gus and hands him to you,
Yeah, I'll take him.
and then you watch as he goes and then flies back to
Oh
Scorpion.
no.
So Bones
We're gonna have to go find him.
Never taught him his flashcards.
I'll take
You definitely, as you're holding Gus, you just see.
We'll find him, buddy. We'll find him.
Yeah, we'll get him
You
back.
try to catch him.
Just a pile.
He is a skeleton. So you
Do
can
we have a
totally
bag?
catch. You can totally catch his hand.
I have a bag of holding.
Actually, you.
I
were-
actually
you were
kind of
right
had
there.
that idea if this battle was not going to end.
I'll say, Cadriel, make me. How would I do this? Make me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Which one of you do I use? You've been an asshole, but you've been only rolling mediocre.
Rough times.
18 acrobatics.
With an 18, Faraday, as you are having this moment of like realization, oh my god, we're about to lose Bones. You see, they almost give the Terminator 2 thumbs up as they let go of the ground and discorporate, just as Cad dives through the air with the open bag of holding, catching every bone that makes up your
Yes.
friend
Amazing.
inside. You land
whoop.
100% on your stomach and chest, and then dash inside. Good
Look at that.
call.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
For ease, I'll just move everybody inside.
Faraday takes a couple steps and then Faye steps in the rest of the way.
Yeah. And I'll get my ass down from the wall.
Yeah,
As
just
the-
kind of like
Do you need
immediately
help with that?
sits.
As the spell starts to dim, you can see the few that were still functional look to each other back at the fort and turn and start to walk away from the fort. You see the ones that had been destroyed recorporate and don't even look. They immediately, it's like they're of one mind as they
Like
all
it.
piece together and turn and leave. Just as the last bit of light of the sun sets. Sorvellen, tired.
Yeah, after having dashed in with a bag of holding, kind of like you're holding your backpack when your like strap broke, you know. She kind of is just laying on the ground like this, like got bones in the bag of holding.
Good bones, or
Only one bones.
there were a lot of
Nobody-
bones out there.
Nobody was controlling
Helpful
them
bones. Helpful
in the
bones.
area.
Helpful bones with a pet, right? Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Oh,
Just roll
Faraday
for
holds
visibility.
up the rat.
Cat will dump out the bag of holding, thinking just about bones because she knows exactly how much shit's in there and it could be a disaster otherwise.
Oh God, yeah.
You
You
dump-
hear Arthea just be like, "Oh wait, oh, okay."
You dump out the bones, as you do, you can actually see some guards seemingly in charge of protecting those inside the fort approach, wearing simple leather armor. Some of them have helmets, mostly with spears, some short swords. Approach and say, "What are you doing? We're not. You're letting one inside."
He's different.
Sorvellin steps in between the guards, and you. No. Just as Bones recorporates, and then their head perks up.
Happy cat noises.
Faraday, you feel the rat wriggle out of your hand.
I kind of hand him.
The Gus runs up and lovingly climbs all around, climbing into the skull through one eye hole, out the other.
No.
Oh, it was cute until then. I was okay. I was on board with it until that.
That's
You said,
traumatized.
yeah, until you said eye hole. I just that was the triggering phrase.
That was it.
Before finally settling down, on the rib cage of Bones, and the skeletal hand just reaches up and pat.
Cat will get to her feet and tell the group that, based on that perception check, that there was nobody in the vicinity controlling those skeletons. The person was elsewhere.
One of the guards, a female, long brown hair with a bit of a braid, sort of keeping the bangs out of her eyes. She's got somewhat nicer looking leather armor, but still just as beat up. She looks exhausted. She's got a rapier and a hand axe in her hand. She says, "We know. We haven't figured out how they're still coming.
You know who did this?
You know where they're coming from?
It's always this direction." And map-wise, just so you guys can see, I will switch it back to the Taldori homepage. You guys are currently in the Silver Cut Crossroads. The direction that they're coming from, she gestures, is towards the small mountain range, the Iron Seat Ridge.
Iron Seat Ridge.
Okay.
It's been every night for a week. We don't know how. Typically, a caster has to be within the presence of whatever it is they're concentrating on, but something else is piloting these things.
Something
Jesus.
wrong. Oh.
Everybody
Wait,
ping it.
How do you do that? How do you do
Hold,
the
click and hold.
left
Click and hold.
Click and hold.
Oh, now, oh god,
So
now it's like
pretty.
trippy.
It's so pretty.
Like a kaleidoscope.
I was gonna say. Jesus Christ.
We're adults.
Yeah, you know.
Hang
We
on, guys. Sorry, we got
clarified that
distracted
earlier.
by the colors.
There's so many pretty colors in this skin.
Okay.
If you have any insight, by all means, we would appreciate the help. But first, holy shit. You guys basically fended them off by yourselves. Let's get you some care, some rest, some food.
Dermot immediately perks up. The wagon.
Shit.
Yeah,
It
well,
seems
Faraday
that-
gets up.
Oh,
The coast is clear for now, correct?
how
Uh,
Invisible
long?
still.
Do you think? How long does that normally keep them away?
well, who knows? But typically they'll attack once a night.
And then
They've
they
taken,
leave.
yeah, they've taken some of our number with them.
I can get
But
to it without
typically-
being seen.
Not until you're
fine.
healed. You're not going anywhere. No.
Arthea, can you turn more than one of us invisible?
Yes.
I'll cast healing hands on myself.
Wait, can I? Actually, that's a good question.
How many spell slots you got?
You should be able to.
So
At this point,
greater
you can close out a
invisibility-
foundry. I'm not going to be using it again.
Greater
tonight, so.
invisibility actually does not have an upcast. Can you upcast a spell, like use a higher level slot for a spell, even if it doesn't normally? Like,
Yeah.
so it's a fourth level.
It's just the functionality doesn't like get
change.
bigger or better. It just means you're using an a higher slot.
How
Then-
far away did we leave it? Sorry. I cut you off.
Probably not that far.
Not that far.
Do you
Oh.
have? Can you?
60, 70 feet, really?
Oh.
Like you guys got pretty close.
Shit, I can just send people there, and so can you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, do you want me to just dimension door somebody over there?
Yeah, and then drive it back.
Just take me there. I'll do it.
Not
Yeah.
before you get.
I
healed.
just healed myself enough. It's fine.
No, you really. I'm gonna look at her. How much did she heal herself?
I healed myself 11 points. I have 24 now.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Sit your ass back down.
Hold out my hand at Thurston.
Well, you also got your shit rocked.
Yeah,
Well,
you look like
but
shit
not
too.
as bad
Wait,
as
who's
Yeah.
all hurt? Who's all hurt?
These two who are trying to go like
Stu and
dimension.
Jericho. You're
Yeah.
the ones that can drive the
Alright.
cart.
I'll do you guys need me in cat form anymore? I say in cat language.
Oh, buddy, you're so
You can
good.
understand him.
Just give him scritches under the chin.
Yeah, I know. You're just getting
Yeah,
a
I
bunch
do
of
the-
pets.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we broke the
Gonna be-
DM.
Oh, what if he
Uh,
changes back while you're pet? Oh, that just makes it weird.
All right.
man.
God. Hold on.
Dermot and Tick step over to Faraday,
God.
and I cast Cure Wounds
Jesus.
twice at 4th level,
Fuck.
and Sam, you heal a total of 29 hit points.
That works. That's
Nice.
perfect.
And I put my hand on your arm and say, "Don't take too long. I'm timing you."
She kisses the top of one of his horns.
Aw.
Oh.
All right, let's go. He will dimension door them over there.
Rhodes, you didn't take any damage, did you?
No.
Okay.
My hide strategy worked
Yeah.
very well.
Just fuck back there.
As it should be. Eh?
My hide
He's a
strategy
little-
worked
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
I started drawing aggro and then realized that all of my friends had abandoned me.
I
Ba-
was.
we
Oh
didn't
no, I did
abandon
leave
you.
eventually.
It was a big battlefield with a lot of combatants on there.
Fucking skeletons.
And the bad guys wouldn't stay dead.
Yeah,
Yep.
like first it
Yeah,
I
didn't
what
felt,
hurt,
I
but
felt
his
like a big
clothes
bad.
did. There's
Mhm.
definitely like some like grass stains that he's not sure if they're gonna come out of these pants.
Oh no.
and
No,
that
we
hurts more emotionally.
Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation that.
Yeah, before you leave, I
Yeah.
heal Faraday and I prestidigitation your pants.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll set up the manor tonight. You can do laundry.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god. That means at some point one of you had to teach Thurston how to wash clothes.
Honestly,
That thing never happened.
I think we
Dermot
just
doesn't do laundry either. I just prestidigitation when I want to make myself look nice.
Yeah, that's just what Arthea does too. So
Well, Cad and Faraday taught you how to wash clothes.
Yeah.
no, we'd probably just prestidigitation your clothes too to make everything
Yeah.
easy.
Oh, yeah, Faraday probably doesn't know either, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is Cat the only one that knows how to do laundry?
Probably.
Fuck.
Baby Cito. There you go.
I mean, in
Yeah.
theory, Arthea
Does
probably
Cito wash his
knows.
clothes? Like, I feel like that's,
Oh, yeah.
that's a coin toss.
He's like-
I
I just make it
Yeah.
rain on my head.
as I'm cleaning myself like a cat would, like I'm like,
Oh my god.
You're out of wild shape at this point, but you're still cleaning
Yeah,
yourself.
just
Yeah,
licking yourself.
yeah.
That answers that question.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna
No,
have to set some.
Cedo would probably, if there's like running water, like a river or something, he would wash it in the
Yeah.
on the rocks, bait it on the rocks, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
She
What's
taught
that?
Thurston how to press his ties and things
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
It was a rude awakening when he realized that they didn't just like come like that. They don't
Definitely.
stay like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. You actually have to do
So-
stuff to make it happen.
You guys get back to the cart. deactivate your invisibility after a little bit of searching, and successfully ride it into the fort. You're guided in by some of the guards who, basically about 5 guards step out, excuse me, to ensure that you guys are brought in safely. The doors to the fort close behind you. And the woman that had been speaking earlier, obviously after you bring the cart down, she's already instructed several medics and some with healing to assist those who are inside. So you guys are all getting some healing. She says, "Who among you, and she looks at Arthea, are you familiar at all with nightmares or anything?"
Nightmares, bad dreams, nightmares, or
Everybody in the crossroads has been experiencing the same nightmare for the week.
for a week.
Yeah.
What's the nightmare?
It's like flashes. It's we see from the perspective of somebody who's doing terrible things, but one image that comes to mind reminds me of a story I heard about Whitestone. There's a tree, the sun tree, that there were several people that had been hung from it.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looked like Vox Machina.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like we're seeing that from a different perspective. Like we're seeing it from Whitestone Castle itself.
Do you feel anything in this dream, or just are you a passenger, do you think?
I think we're a passenger, but we hear a laugh.
You can see her. You can see her face shift at that. What sort of a laugh?
Laugh of someone with a terrible, terrible, sick sense of enjoyment.
At this point has gone completely pale. And she's just like looking at Arthea. Like, do you think it could be?
You see, probably almost imperceptibly, you'll see her kind of just lift a shoulder. Is it this voice does it sound female or male?
Sounds female.
Okay. Female. I'm gonna look to the rest of the group and say, for those who are more familiar with Tal'Dorei's history, does this ring any bells? And for myself, I'd like to kind of cast my mind to whether there's magic that could affect a large number of people and shape their dreams in this manner.
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Having been in Yield, in fact, Nicole at one point.
Yield cult.
Yield
Cult.
culty.
Go ahead and make me a history check with advantage.
Okay, that was my question.
I have 26 for Arcana.
With a 26, you've definitely heard of some artifacts that are capable of bestowing a particular enchantment over an area.
Okay.
But typically that's, relatively small scale. You measure it in terms of an amount of feet.
Okay.
This is an entire way station. So the power behind this would have to be quite enormous.
On the same scale as perhaps animating a bunch of or resurrecting a bunch of dead in a manner that is not quite alive.
You could definitely tie those two together.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this would be a powerful, like exceptionally powerful necromancer, somebody who with that scale could potentially.
Correct.
I rolled a Miss Jackson.
Ooh.
With a Miss Jackson, and I'll say that you piece it together just as the woman says there was one more flash. She was weeping and said she broke the world for us. And that's where we're going to end tonight's
Yeah.
session.
Fucking.
Gotta love villains. But
So
to
I
everybody,
just love Delilah Briarwood as a villain so much.
That bitch is persistent.
She's
Like,
a capital
she is-
TWAT,
she is a- she is
but
like-
she is awesome.
She is a survivor. Thank you very much.
true story.
Yeah, when you make copies of yourself.
Well, you know what? Like,
Yeah.
she's just,
Well-
preparing for all contingencies.
To everybody who
Chief
tuned in
X-Man.
tonight, you mean Large Father V?
No.
To
No.
To everybody who tuned in tonight, we thank you so much for your patience. We apologize, unfortunately. Twitch and internet connections and everything was really doing everything they could to shit on everything that we wanted to do here. So thank you so much for your patience. We hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. The plan for the next couple weeks, I believe, is continuing with Radiant Citadel. Is that correct?
Next Wednesday, next Wednesday we'll do Radiant Citadel, either a new thing or finishing up part 2 of Dustin's. We haven't decided yet. If it's a new thing, who knows who will be DMing and or what chapter it'll be. Otherwise it'll be the continuation of chapters. The chapter that
7
has been running, chapter 7.
Sounds
And then we'll
good.
go from there and
Was
figure
that
it out.
chapter 7?
Yay!
Yep.
Well, we love you. Be nice to each other.
We do.
And we will see you
Yes.
next week.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Mind Flayer, goodbye.